Hi everybody, I am going to solve MCQ 2009 question paper. Subject is computer networking. This is for BCA 4th SEM question paper or MacOut. First question. Encryption is performed. Encryption is performed in option A, application layer. Option A, application layer. Option B, presentation layer. Option C, sessional layer. Option D, detailing layer. The answer is presentation layer. We know WSI model consists of 7 layers. These 7 layers perform different tasks. Presentation layer is perform encryption, decryption, compression, these tasks. All people, these are the 7 layers. All people seems to need data processing. This is sentence to remember the all layer. The A for application layer. This is the topmost layer. P for presentation layer, that is to perform the user interaction layer. All layers, that is HTTP protocol, FTP protocol, file transfer protocol, telnet, all are remain this layer. SMTP. Presentation layer is encryption, decryption techniques, decompression technique. All data are created in this layer. Presentation layer. S for session layer. It creates session between two machines and it's synchronize the packets also. T for transport layer. Transport layer is the main responsible for creating the packets during this networking system. It is used to create the packets. N for a network layer. It is used to finding the route or distributing the route of the packets. D for data link layer. It is the layer where frame is created. Error control, flow control created. Error control, flow control is available here. P for physical layer. So these are the 7 layers that are present in WSI model. Depending on these 7 layers, the TCP/IP has been developed. So this is the concept of networking. So this is the people. P for presentation layer, and this presentation layer is performed encryption, decryption technique. So answer is presentation layer. So this is the answer, and option is B. Question number 2. Flow control. Flow control is performed. Flow control is performed in option A, transport layer. Flow control is performed in transport layer. Option B, network layer. Option B, network layer. Option C, sessional layer. Option D, data link layer. Flow control is performed in network layer, data link layer, transport layer, network layer, sessional layer, data link layer. Flow control is performed in data link layer because flow and error control is the main concern of data link layer. So this is answer is data link layer. Next, question number 3. Baseband is option A, digital signal. Option B, analog signal. Option C, none. Option D, all of these. Baseband is a analog, digital, none, all of this. Answer is definitely digital signal because baseband is a digital signal. There is a difference between baseband and broadband. There are two different concepts. So just remember this concept. এটা বড় কোশ্চেনও আসতে পারে, তার জন্য এখানে আমি লিখেছি, বাট তোমাদের এমসিকিউ ইজ ওকে, এন্ড দ্যাট ইজ ডিজিটাল অ্যান্সার। ফর ফার্দার এক্সপ্লেনেশন এটা আমি বোঝাচ্ছি। Baseband and broadband, these are the two concepts. First one is digital signaling. That is baseband, digital signaling, and broadband is analog signaling. These are the two different concepts. Number 2, This is the bandwidth for signal, that is the bandwidth, entire bandwidth for one signal. Entire bandwidth is for single signal transmission. Single signal transmission. Entire bandwidth is for single signal transmission. Here multiple signal can transmit. Next, number 3, support TDM, because it supports digital signal, so it supports TDM based multiplexing. It support, this is the first difference, second difference, third difference. Support FDM based multiplexing. It supports frequency division multiplexing. It supports support FDM based multiplexing. It support TDM based multiplexing. Next, it is mainly used for short distance. Baseband is mainly used for short distance. Broadband is mainly used for long distance. It is mainly used for long distance. Suppose this is the cable through which only one signal can transmit from one end to another end. But in case of broadband signal, many signal can carry from one end to another end and vice versa. So this is the concept of baseband, where one signal can carry short distance, it travel more distance. It is for digital, it is for analog. Suppose this is the carrier, this is the A machine that is transferred to B machine, and digital signal is carried from one location to another location. But in case of broadband, it is suppose this is one machine and this is a machine. During this channel, we can send many analog signal. So there are many analog signal in the broadband. Baseband is like a railway track where one train can travel from one to another and from the reverse way. But broadband is the highway where there are many channel of roads. So this is there can travel bus, truck, or local people. So there are different highway. This is the highway, and each highway divided by different paths. So this is broadband, and this is baseband. One signal can travel at a time, and this is the concept of broadband and baseband. These are the important concept of broadband and baseband. Next question number that is question number 4. Question number 4 of 2009. Question number 4. Frame is a group of option A bits, option B signal, option C devices, option D mediums. Frame is a group of definitely bits. Answer is bits. Next question number 5. FDDI stands for option A fiber distributed signal interface, digital interface, fiber distributed digital interface, option A. Option B fiber distributed device interface. First of all, digital interface, second one is device interface, and third one is fiber distributed data interface. Option D frequency distributed frequency distributed data interface. FDDI stand for Fiber Distributed Digital Interface. The first option is the correct answer. Fiber Distributed Digital Interface. FDDI. So it is very useful technique. It is mainly used for local area network. Now I am going to discuss FDDI. A full form Fiber Distributed Digital Interface. FDDI is used for this one is used for এটা শর্ট নোটের জন্য আসতে পারে, তো এটা এই এমসিকিউ করার মধ্যেই নলেজটা দিয়ে দিচ্ছি। তোমরা যদি শর্ট নোট আসে তো আবার 3 মার্কসের জন্য লিখতে পারবে। is used for local area network. Is used for local area network. Is mainly used for local area network, LAN over fiber optics cable. Over fiber optics cable. This is mainly used for local area network over fiber optic cable. This is the first point. Second point, it is applicable. It is mainly applicable in large LANs that extend up to 200 kilometer. That extend up to 200 kilometer in diameter. So this is very a large land. This is a very large land that extend up to 200 kilometer, up to 200 kilometer diameters. So it is very much used for long distance traveling of information data. Next, FDDI uses optical fiber. That is the fastest optical fiber for as a medium, as its medium. FDDI uses optical fiber as its medium. It operates in the physical. It operates in the physical and medium access control. Physical and medium access control layer. It accesses physical and medium control layer, that is MAC layer of OSI, Open System Interconnection. It is very high speed LAN. It is very high speed LAN. It provides high data rate. It provides high data rate of 100 Mbps. It provides high data rate of 100 Mbps and can support thousands of users. It supports thousands of users. It provides high data rate of 100 Mbps. It's provide and can support thousands of users. It uses ring based. It uses ring based token passing. It uses ring based token passing mechanism. It uses ring based token passing mechanism and derive from 802.4 token bus standard. And derived from 802.4 token bus standard. It is mainly used for ring-based token passing mechanism. Ring-based token passing, and its the protocol is 802.4 token bus standard. FDDI contains two ring. One is primary. FDDI contains two rings. One is primary, another is secondary. Primary ring for data and token transmission. Primary ring for data and token transmission, and secondary ring for backup of primary ring. Backup if primary ring fail. So this is a dual ring. FDDI is a dual ring. One is primary. It is mainly used for transmitting data from one machine to another machine. If primary ring fail, then secondary ring provides the backup of primary ring. So this is the main concept of FDDI. This is the main concept of FDDI. The diagram of FDDI is, suppose this is the one machine and this another machine. These are the different machine connected to the ring. There is a primary ring and there is a secondary ring. If the primary ring fails, then secondary ring operate. So this is a dual ring concept. This is a FDDI. This one is primary ring and a ring, and this is a secondary ring. It is mainly used for long distance travels. All stations here mainly used for long distance travels. All station, these are the stations. All station to have equal amount of time. All station to have equal amount of time to transmit data. All station to have equal amount of time to transmit data. This is a LAN with the station manager. If this LAN is connected with station manager, if there is any problem or troubleshoot is there is a manager, station manager is there. Every station is connected with the software to check there is any problem in the ring or not. Next, FDDI frame format. Now the FDDI uses a frame, the FDDI frame format. This frame format is like this one. First one is preamble. This one is preamble. This is 1 byte. This is preamble. 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 That is for 1 byte. Next one is this preamble is used for. It is used for synchronization. This is used for. Write down this one. Preamble is used for 1 byte of synchronization. 1 byte of synchronization. That makes the beginning of the frame. It makes the beginning of the frame. Next one is frame control. This one is frame control. It is used to specify. Whether the frame is data frame or control frame. Whether the frame is data or control. This is again 1 byte. So preamble is 1 byte. This is frame synchronization, beginning of the frame. Then the frame control is 1 byte. Next one is start delimiter. This frame control is 1 byte. Start delimiter. This is start delimiter. This is 1 byte. Start delimiter. This is 1 byte. This is the starting of the frames. That is the starting of delimiter of the frame. 1 byte. This is 1 byte that makes the start of the frame. Before the you can write this frame. This one is start delimiter is the first one, 1 byte, and frame control is the next position. And this is 1 byte again. Frame control means it is whether it is used to check whether this is for data or control. This is the start of the frame. This is for synchronization, and this is the start of the frame. This is the frame control 1 byte. Then there are the source address and destination address are there. First of all is source address, then the destination address. This is 2 to 6 byte. This is for source address. This specify the address of the source station. It specifies the address of the source station. it specifies the address of the source station. And then 2 to 6 byte, again there is a 2 to 6 byte destination station, destination address. This is for destination address of the station. It specifies destination address. 1 byte for preamble, synchronization, 1 byte for start delimiter, starting of the frame, 1 byte for frame control, 2 to 6 byte for source address, 2 to 6 byte for destination address. And then the important thing is payload, that is the data to be sent, that is payload. This is variable length. You can send variable length size of data from the network layer. Then the payload is over. Then the checksum. This is variable length. And then is checksum. After the payload, checksum. This is for error detection. And this checksum is 4 byte. This checksum is 4 byte for error detection. This checksum is error detection. This is 4 byte. Checksum is 4 byte error detection. And next, the last one is end delimiter. This is the end delimiter. This is the end of the frame. This is 1 byte. So this is the structure of FDDI frame. The first one is preamble 1 byte. Second one is start delimiter 1 byte. This frame control, it can be the data or control frame. This is 1 byte. Source address 2 to 6 byte. Destination 2 to 6 byte. Payload can be variable length. Payload is the actual data to be sent. Checksum is the error detection technique, and delimiter is the end of the FDDI frame. So this is the frame structure of FDDI. This is a very important question in semester question paper. So it is the end of the FDDI. Now back to the MCQ again. Now the 6 MCQ of 2009. Host is in the network. Host in the network is option A, bit, option B, signals, option C, computer, option D, medium. Definitely it is a computer. It can be a server or any machines, that is the computer. Host is the computer. From the above 4 options, bit is not possible, signal is not possible, medium is not possible. So answer is computer. Next, HDLC protocol. HDLC protocol works in. Option A, application layer. Option A, application layer. Option B, presentation layer. Option B, presentation layer. Option C, session layer. Option C, session layer. Option D, data link layer. Answer is definitely it's going to be data link layer. It's high level data link control protocol. It is very important protocol in the connection of communication between data link layer. So this communication between data link layer. High level data link control protocol. This is mainly used in data link layer. So আমি HDLC টা পরে একটা ভিডিওতে ডিসকাস করব. Next question is question number 8. The slowest transmission speed. The slowest transmission speeds are those of option A, those of twisted pair wire. Option B, coaxial cable. Option C, twisted pair cable. Options D, microwaves. The slowest transmission speed of those, that is answer is twisted pair wire. This is the question number 8. Now the question number 9. The slowest is twisted pair. Next is STDM. STDM means option A, statistical time division time division multiplexing. Statistical time division multiplexing. Option A. Option B, synchronous time division multiplexing. Synchronous time division multiplexing. Option C, signaled time division multiplexing. Signal time division multiplexing. Signal time division multiplexing. Option D, solo time division multiplexing. Solo time division multiplexing. Option is definitely it is a part of TDM. It is a part of time division multiplexing, and there is a statistical time division multiplexing. TDM can be two types: synchronous time division multiplexing, and TDM is a statistical time division multiplexing. Answer is statistical time division multiplexing. And the last question is monomode fiber. Monomode fiber is the option A. Fastest medium is the fastest medium. B, slowest medium. Option B. Option C is slower medium. Option D, none. Definitely it is the fastest medium. Now we have to know what is monomode fiber. Monomode fiber, that is monomode fiber, is a single mode. It is a single mode fiber. That it is a single mode fiber with extremely, that is extremely small core. Extremely small core, that is small core. This is a very important concept. Extremely small core diameter, that is small core diameter, in which the light wave, that is the light wave, the main concept of fiber is light wave. That light wave is transmitted in one direction only. Mainly it is developed for long distance travels. Mainly it is used for long distance. It is mainly used for long distance communication. So basically monomode fiber is a small size, that is small core fiber. This is monomode, that where one signal can travel from one location to another location in different concept, that is multimode. Monomode and different is multimode. It consists of the size of the core is large, so here many signal can transmit from this core. So this is for long distance travels, and this is for short distance travels, mainly used for short distance travels. So this is the end of the 2009 question paper. In the next video I will discuss 2010, in the next 2011 and up to 2019. Keep updated. Thank you.